Hello, hello. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I am really excited today to talk about this. The music's too loud. I feel like such an old man. I play the stream beats music and then I can't focus on what I'm trying to say. Okay, thank you so much for being here, whether you are watching on Twitch or YouTube or LinkedIn. I appreciate you. Quick programming note: if you are watching on LinkedIn, I the comments are not put in front of me, so I have to manually check for comments uh in LinkedIn. So that is a big dumb thing that has to happen, and I will try to do that periodically. But if you want immediate and instant gratification, I would recommend that you head over to YouTube or Twitch because the comments are surfaced for me immediately there. Okay, so what are we doing today? I'm checking out n8n for the first time ever. So I will share my screen. No, no pomp and circumstance here. Let's just get into it. Okay, so n8n, that is the letter N, the number 8, and the letter N.io, is an AI workflow automation thing. I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about this except for that people say it is either a Zapier killer or a make killer or both, and it's open source, so it will stay longer. So I'm going to check it out and then see if I can get up and running with it. One of my goals for automating stuff is I want this to be as easy as possible for my clients. So, I think if you've watched any of my stuff before, you'll know that I am a web developer by trade, and I was a web developer for 20 years. And so I have a lot of experience in, creating. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Uh, in creating um my own programs, writing my own programs, and writing code to get um computers to do stuff for me. So, this is not really new to me, but I also don't feel like writing um code that I have to support. So that is one of my goals. It's really the main reason I use Zapier, right? I like Make, but I don't think Make is as user friendly. So let's get into it. Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that n8n is going to be the least user friendly if you are not a technical person, but that is more of a bias than anything else right now. So, again, if you're tuning in, say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're coming from. And if you have any questions or suggestions, happy to hear it. So, it already says like 4 technical teams here. So let's see the product overview, visual build, powerful debugger. Debugging is something that is greatly lacking in Make. So powerful debugger and secure deployments. So a very developer-y language here already. JavaScript right on this. Like this is definitely not for non-technical people. And then if we look at pricing, $20 a month billed annually, $24 billed monthly. hosted by n8n. So this is one of the things I think is my understanding, which is n8n is open source. And yeah, so make this bigger so you can see it. The community edition is for individuals with basic automation needs who are ready to self-host n8n. So this is what I was reading on Reddit. Is that you can self-host n8n, and then it's cheap because it's free except for the hosting. So that is interesting to me. I'm not interested in that. I don't think. I don't want to have to worry about hosting my own tools like this. I've tried running like push cuts on a Mac Mini, and the beta just forever doesn't work. Push cuts, if you don't know, is like an Apple shortcuts server. And so I really like the idea of being able to trigger shortcuts with like an alert pushed to my phone or something. But the Mac app just doesn't work. I don't know. It must be working for somebody. Maybe I'll try putting it on my Mac Studio, but like I don't want to have to use my Mac Studio for this. I have the Mac Mini so I can have like an always on server-esque machine, which is where I'm running like HomeKit, Homebridge. So I don't know. Like I don't really know what to make of that. So anyway, so pricing and plans, $24 a month, though I can start a free trial. No credit card required. We got the product overview. Let's look at the integrations. So the usual suspects here. How many integrations are there? 1,200. Let's see if YouTube is one of them. YouTube is one of them. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know. Maybe I should bring up Zapier's apps page just in case. Not just in case, but just to see. Like URLs. Yeah, so that's already something cool. All right, integrates with YouTube. And then what happened here? So it has common integrations. It doesn't seem to have just like a list of triggers. YouTube, node, docs, and examples. Okay, operations. God, this really is like for developers. Playlist, video. All right, so like a lot of similar actions to Zapier here. What else do we got here? Lots of stuff. The reason I'm looking at YouTube is because I just set up an IFTTT automation where if somebody sends a super chat or a super sticker, my lights should blink. I just set it up right before this, so I haven't tested it yet. It used to work, but then IFTTT changed a bunch of things, and it is unclear. Oh, hey. All right. Retrieve a light, update a light. That's cool. All right. That's something that I don't think Zapier has. Philips Hue. No. So that's pretty cool. So okay, so here's a use case I'm building in my head. if it has more of these like home push cut, look at that. If it has more of these like home style home automations, I could see myself installing this like locally on my Mac or something like that, right? Um but like self-hosted Zapier sounds just like the worst thing in the world to me. Um hey, do you want to have to install and maintain this software that has over 1,000 integrations? And if you don't keep it up to date, literally any one of those could break at any time. Do you want that on you? I don't. I really don't. So let's see. Circle CI, that's the continuous integration thing. That's not Circle, the community software. Discourse, discuss, Drift, Elasticsearch, Google, lots of Google services. Home Assistant. Okay, like I don't know if that is that in Zapier. Home Assistant. No. Did I spell assistant wrong? Assistant. Assistant. Okay, so no. So I mean like that there's a real use case here I'm seeing for this in that regard, right? Because Home Assistant's a neat thing. All right, so that's cool. Intercom, keep, mail, keep. My God, that's like an 11-year-old reference. Microsoft tools, just MongoDB, MySQL. NASA? Wow. OpenAI, Open Thesaurus, PayPal, Perplexity, Philips Hue. That like the home automation things are the most appealing to me. Sentry, Splunk. Todoist, God, I love Todoist. Twist is also made by Todoist, I think. Yeah. It's like their answer to Slack. Oh, Wise. Wow. Okay, so like, what are these? These are all the integrations, right? Oh, these are all actions. Good God. Triggers. Oh, cal.com? Yeah, cool. Okay, so now I'm not gonna go through this whole thing again. Home Assistant. Okay, there's no trigger for that. So there's actions for Home Assistant. Philips Hue. No, it's just actions for that. YouTube. What are the YouTube? What? No triggers for YouTube either. Okay, so like that's very limiting. ConvertKit, they're called Kit now. All right, so like that feels very limiting to me. Core nodes, root node. So that's cluster nodes work functionally. A root node. So like this might like break my framework brain on. They're not really, right? There's the trigger. Like, can you have multiple triggers? Trigger start a workflow. When you search triggers, can you have more than one trigger? Chat with the docs. In my experience, this never works. Can you have more than one trigger? Show me an example. Okay. Um, installing and management. Whoops. What did I just do there? Okay. Probably should have double checked what I was doing before. Okay. Close all this. Close all this. Minimize. Make that big. Okay. So I have a local. I use local by whatever it is now. Flywheel was acquired, right? Who owns this? WPN, right? Um. So I mean, let's see. Let's just see what happens. Good God, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't used the command line in a very long time. Nope, that's what I want. Doing its thing. It's a lot of warnings. Something that you should know about me is I am uh not good at reading documentation. I am at a point where like I feel like the world is at a point where like things should be super easy. Okay. So what what happened here? Uh okay. Cool. I don't know that it did anything. Where am I? Oh. Oh shoot. That was silly of me, right? Cuz I just who knows where I just installed it. Whoops. I don't really know what I just did. This is why you should read the manual. Read the manual, kids. Where did I even copy this from? This is dumb. I don't really know why I'm doing this. I should just not do this. I should just sign up for the free cloud account, right? Let's do that. That was stupid. Chat, let me know if that was stupid. That's probably not right. Man, like this question here, that like n8n is not for my clients, is how I'll put it. Like comfortable here. I'm comfortable using SQL to query a database. I'm like the only developer on the planet who doesn't call it SQL because people who call it SQL are wrong. There are no vowels in SQL. I don't know why we need to pronounce acronyms. But I'm not in development anymore, so I don't really. That's not like a hill I need to die on anymore. Um, configuring API authentication, sure. Using regex, nope. I've never been good at that. Setting up a webhook, I suppose. Let's just say that one. How did you hear about n8n? No. Okay. Let's start automating. Do. Sure, let's try an AI workflow. What? Oh God. It's just okay. Execute workflow. Is this how people feel when they open Zapier? I think that would be a really interesting thing to think about. Hmm. I'm verifying my n8n account. Try not to show my email. Okay. Okay. So where was that? Where did I just do that? All right. So cool. Make a. Here's the prompt. Like, what's this? Okay. Tool. I guess these are tools. Okay. So it's got this little thing. And then I can choose the model, the memory, and the tool. That's cool. And I just push the button, execute workflow. Can show me a different trigger. Trigger. Time. Yeah, there we go. Every one day at midnight. What? Wait. Every 1 days at midnight. Execute step. Okay. Good job. It's a day. How do I add this? Yeah. Now get rid of this one. I mean, this is cool in the sense that I can just push a button and execute it. All right. Cool. Open AI model. So if I choose memory, stores chat history, Motorhead Redis. Is this gonna break? I will give you that this is very nice. Open. Okay, get stuff from The Verge. And we'll call this Get Joe's News. Okay. Go back here. And then this, I wonder, let's delete this. And I assume this is a tool. Uh, hey, here's a good one. Let's see. Pod Chaser. Joe Casabona. Episodes. Sort by new. What? Oh. All right. So this tracks. Can I link directly to this search page? Probably not. So this is probably where I could write like some JavaScript or something. Hey, look at this page. I wonder if Podchaser has. Well, let's log in. It doesn't save the sort. What? Oh God, this is like too much. This is too much for right now. Let's try something different. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. No, is it not Podscan? Podscan. .fm. Okay. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. It would be cool if I could make a digest to send to my email list every Sunday of everything I wrote on my blog and any podcast appearances. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 12:34 here on the East Coast. Shout out to my friend Brian Richards, who always mentions 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so alerts. Alerts for Joe Casabona. Can I do something public with this? I can export mentions, API, and automations. Podscan API. Okay. I'm just gonna call it digest. And read. Also gonna hide the screen just in case there's. Yeah, that was an API token. Got it. Now what do I do? Stupid. Okay. Let's see. Alerts endpoint. Get all alerts. Show a single alert. List of mentions for an alert. Perfect. I guess I can show you my screen now. Man, this is really interesting. Shout out to the one person who's currently watching. Gonna check LinkedIn to see if there's comments. Also, if you are watching, I don't know that there's one person, but if you are watching, say hello. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you an n8n expert? Is my approach wrong? Is there like a video I should watch or something? All right, I don't see any comments on LinkedIn or here. Okay, so so can I test this? I can't believe this. This is like, as far as I know, Arvid Kahl is the sole developer of this. And that's very impressive to me. Okay. Oh. All right, so this is neat. Let's see. Copy this. Copy this. Oh, there we go. And then, like, what's my team? How? Joe's team. Okay. So then we'll go over to this guy. And we'll put in that. And auth. Bearer token. Okay. And then teams. I think scans was next. This has gone in a very different direction than I expected it to go, but I'm with it. Let's see. List of alerts. List of mentions for an alert is what I want. Team. Okay. I think the alert, I'm going to assume it's the alert ID. Team ID, alert ID. Okay. So the alert ID is 219. I see that because it's in the URL up here. Invalid alert ID. That's crazy. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe the alerts. Am I missing something? The ID of the alert as a string. Maybe I should have finished watching his video. Yo, Jester World. Brandon Dove, right? Uh, I am using n8n for the first time, and I've gone on a weird, wild ride where I'm trying to make a digest of all of my blog posts and any podcast mentions. And I am struggling right now, but thanks for being here. I appreciate you as always. I'm gonna I should start doing these later so that I know you're out on the West Coast. Sweet. Server. Oh, that's okay. That's probably my friend. It's been a long time since I've done like API stuff. I haven't written actual code in a while, and I'm like floundering a little bit. Teams alerts. Okay, so let's start there. Teams team alert. Why am I getting this error then? Auth is a bearer token. Do do do. I haven't used n8n ever. I just tried installing it via local WP, like local from WP Engine, I guess it's now called. Um, and that didn't go well because I didn't read any documentation. So I just decided to sign up for a free trial, and it looks neat. Like I installed their, uh, yeah, I installed their like sample workflow, and I like that you can set a schedule trigger. It has this OpenAI model. I don't know that I don't know that I've configured memory correctly at all. But I've got like, get Joe's news. And then what I want to do is also add the results of this API call if I can get that working. And I'm just getting like a 500 error. All right, well, let's just try this. Is that wrong? Do I not know how APIs work? I have a server on DigitalOcean. Works like a champ. I know this is like I should have like DigitalOcean or Linode or something, right? Like that would make a lot of sense um, for various things like this. Maybe if Linode or DigitalOcean wants to sponsor this channel, let me know. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I can do that right now. Shout out to Stellar Sites and Liquid Web for sponsoring this channel. Okay. All right. So I haven't fundamentally misunderstood how the API works. I do. It's it's probably I was able to generate an API key, but I don't have any tokens or something like that. Let's see. Oh, no, tokens, logs. So this is working. Yeah, I was worried about that. Endpoint server end of things. Right. So I probably just can't hit alerts directly. And then this error is that the alert is incorrect. The alert ID is incorrect. But I don't know what the alert ID would be if it's not the thing in the UI. I said so confidently. Hit those details. Let's see. Yeah, that's just a server error. And then for this one, invalid alert ID. No team. But this is... Oh, interesting. Joe's team. Are the alerts not associated with the team? I mean, that would be weird, right? Yeah, that would be weird. Joe's team. Team settings. Oh, maybe I just want this. Let's see. Oh, John Hawkins and I have a standing call on AI automation stuff every Thursday. You should come. Dude, yeah, let me know. I'm down for that. As long as my calendar allows, I will absolutely come. I almost said I haven't spent a lot of I haven't this is the worst possible way to put it. Like, oh, I haven't spent a lot of time with people way smarter than me in a long time. That sounds very conceited though. What I mean is I miss spending time with really smart people. Uh okay. One of the things I struggle with doing like deep thought, like deep thinking work on live streams is like I really want to focus in and start talking to myself and I feel the quote unquote eyes of the audience on me. And so like I feel like I need to speak, which means that like part of my brain cycles are going to talking to someone. Okay, so this should work. So there's some issue with however I've set up my alerts where they must not be associated with a team. But that's I'm like, am I missing this? Enabled. Filters and questions, context aware. Enable sentiment analysis. Yeah, this is a good question. Oh gosh. Do you have to pass the team ID as part of your request? Yes. And I think I'm doing that here. Oh, well, I was doing that here. What was Can I get a history of all no. Whoopsie. Um so yeah, the way that so you know what, maybe I'll just copy it from the documentation. Oh, you're saying do I have to like could I just exclude that? Maybe is what you're saying. Update an alert. List mentions for an alert. Let's do this one first. Even though I think I just erred on that, right? And then my team ID. How funny would it be if I just I copied the team ID wrong or something? Internal server error. $406 not accepted. Not acceptable. What does that mean? Invalid alert ID. I'm coming up on time here. And I hate feels bad. Feels bad. I'm coming up on time here and I hate leaving stuff like this unfinished. So maybe what I usually do, because I do this a lot, is I'll do like a post-mortem video. Like, hey, this is where I failed in my live stream, and here's the follow-up. I assume I'm missing something obvious. I assume I'm missing something obvious. Like my alerts are somehow not associated with this team, or my plan doesn't include whatever API access I'm trying to. Oh, REST API access. Yeah, I have that. Huh. That's weird. I think I got grandfathered into some pricing. Like, is there a space in here? What if I do just get rid of the teams? 404 not found. Yeah. So like I assume I'm probably missing something obvious. And I don't quite understand what I'm trying to do, but if I can get this working, this is something I've wanted for a while. Like maybe I'll try the Slack integration first. And just like whenever I get a mention. I mean, I guess I could do that right now. Well, I don't want to do it in n8n though. I'll do it in Zapier because that's where I'm most comfortable. But well, this live stream did not go as I'd hoped, but thank you all for watching. I'm going to check the LinkedIn comments one more time. Also, I mean, how much hope did I have? I was just trying n8n for the first time. So it's not like I had expectations. But then like in the last 20 minutes or so, I got very excited because I'm like, oh, will this thing work the way I thought? But when you're trying to learn multiple tools all at the same time, there are a lot of points of failure. And so I'm gonna spend a little bit extra time with the PodScan API because this is something I've wanted for a while. Because I have like I mean you can see here I have a bunch of alerts. Man, Brandon Dove, thank you so much, dude. Love you too. And looking forward to it. Stoked. Thanks for being here. I have a bunch of alerts, including for like Zapier news that I like to include in my digests. So, I'm definitely gonna play around with that more. So, if anything, n8n looks super interesting. I like the idea of the chat agents, right? I think this was probably the big claim to fame. So though Zapier has a really good one. If you check out last week's live stream, I built a Zapier agent to do this news corralling. So I'll look more into the PodScan API and tune in next week where I'll probably be converting some of my make automations to Zapier. If you liked this, thank you. I really appreciate that. You can join my mailing list, where I will. Oh, whoops. Um, Forgot to change that from a sponsored video, but it's over at casabona.org. You can go to casabona.org and join my mailing list. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I hope you find some space in your week.